So today we will discuss the concept of how to trace the ABAP programs. How to trace the ABAP programs. How to trace the ABAP programs. Like how to see the, how to monitor, basically monitor the ABAP programs, like what is the execution time they are having, what is the database time that particular ABAP program is utilizing. So like that we can trace the ABAP programs. So the T codes that are involved for ABAP trace are ST05. ST05 is called as ABAP trace. ABAP trace. And SE30 is the T code for runtime analysis. Runtime analysis. Runtime analysis. So these are the two T codes through which we can trace the ABAP programs. So let us see how to use the ST05, and in the interviews also they may ask you about these two. How do you analyze the ABAP programs, or how do you trace the ABAP programs? So sometimes they may ask in the interviews also. So then you can say ST05 is used for ABAP trace and SE30 is used for runtime analysis. So let us see how to use this. So let's go to SE80. SE80 is our object navigator. Let's go to SE80. And let us go to the package. Let us go to the package. Azad Narayana. Enter. And let us see what are the programs we are having. So here we are having some programs. So we can take any program, right? So Z factorial is our factorial program. So whenever we want to do the ABAP trace, we go to the T code ST05. ST05 is the ABAP trace. So this is the initial screen of ABAP trace. So here there is this button called Activate Trace. Select the button, Activate Trace. So we got the message here. SQL trace is for user so-and-so activated, right? So once we do that, then we can go to our ABAP program. Open the ABAP program and execute the program. Execute the program. Right? We have executed the program. And then again go to the screen ST05. Again go to the screen ST05, and then we can say, we can select the button Deactivate Trace. And then there is the button called Display Trace. That means whatever the program we executed, that got that trace, the trace has been detected, right? So again execute. So here if you observe, it will trace each and every statement that is there in the program, right? And here it will give like for each and every statement in the background what is happening, all that it will give the trace. And here if you observe, it will be in the, if everything is in the yellow color, that means it is fine, right? But if something is showing in red color, that means it is a problem. So in the background, what are all it is doing, it will show everything here, right? In the background, what is happening, it will analyze each and every thing that is happening in the background, and it will check, right? So this is how we run the, actually, we won't use this whenever we are working in the projects, we don't use this much. But interview point of view, you need to know this point. How to do the, how to run the ABAP trace, or how to, how to analyze the ABAP programs. So interview point of view, this is important. But in general, a practical purpose, actually, we don't use much, right? So ST05 is for tracing the ABAP programs. And then SEA30. SEA30, one second. Hello? Hello?
Ma'am.
Yeah, sorry, I got a call. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. No problem.
So we will discuss the second one, that is the runtime analysis. So let us see how to do the runtime analysis. So both SQL trace and runtime analysis, only interview point of view, you have to remember them. Okay, you remember them and what is the purpose. That's it. But actually, in in projects, like, we don't use that much. But this concept is important for interview point of view. So let us see how the runtime analysis works. So whenever we want to do the runtime analysis, go to the T code SE30. SE30 is the T code. So here we can select new trace or old one also. We can select, both are same. Okay. So you can select new trace, new SAT, and here you have to give the program name. So for whatever the program you want to do the trace, we have to give that program name here and then select the execute button. So it will take us to the program execution screen and then execute. And again go to SE30. Again go to the T code SE30. Again select new SAT. And here if you go down, if you see here, there is this button called evaluate. So go to the evaluate button. So this is the trace that it has evaluated, right? So you can double click on this. So here also again same thing. So it will show like uh, how internal processing blocks, right? So how the internal processing blocks of the program in the background are executed. Here you can see net microseconds, the time it has taken to execute. So all this information you can see here, right? And uh, here there is another tab here called the hit list. So you can also go to the hit list, and in the background, what are all it is doing in the background, you can see here. And then you can go to the DB tables. DB tables is database tables. Database tables is nothing but the what are all the standard database tables it is using to execute this program, right? So in the background, so many things will be happening. When we execute a program, in the background, it will use so many standard tables, standard things, right? And then here PROFL. So, and then times. So here it is, if you can see here, load report Z factorial. So it has, first it has taken 512 microseconds in the buffer get table, right? TBLP get. For that it has taken 35 microseconds. So like that, each and every step, what it is doing in the background, each and every step it is showing how many microseconds it has taken, what is the net microseconds, right? And then what is the system time in total. So all these things it is showing in the background. In the background, what are all the things it is happening? Everything it is showing, right? So like I told you before again, in the project purpose, we really don't use these two things, right? But interview point of view, please remember these two T codes. How do you evaluate the ABAP programs? So we evaluate the ABAP programs using the T code ST05. ST05 is called as ABAP trace, and SE30 is called the runtime analysis, right? And then one more thing I want to show you is like, take any program. For example, you can take okay, write to AL11 program. So in this program, you can go here, right? Go to this, this is the link. Go to programs, go to check, and then go for extended program check. So when you select this extended program check, that means it will check our program. It will, if any errors are there, it will show, like errors in the sense like if there are any, um, run checks, automatically it will check all these things and you can select run checks. So this checking extended syntax check we will use in the programs, right? This extended program check we will be using for whenever we write any program. After writing the program, we will use this extended checks. So everything should be zero basically. Zero errors, zero warnings, and zero messages. So if anything is there, it will show. And if we try to double click on that, it will show what is that error, right? So let us try to find one program where it may show some, if it shows something, then we will see how to correct it. So here it is saying show currency quantity fields. It is showing one error, right? So if you try to double click on this, it is showing. So this is the use the currency addition when specifying the this field, right? NETPR is the net price field after write to. So this one, it is again, it is suggesting use, you can be hidden using pragma, right? So what it is saying, you can use this at the end of the line, it is saying. So if you try to double click, it will take us to that. It will try to take us to that line. So here basically it is expecting us to write this, add this at the end of the line. Try to activate the program. Now again you go to back, again back. Now again try to do the run checks. Okay. Okay. See, because this is a, see, actually there is no error. If there is error, program will not get activated, right? So what it is suggesting is like, because this is a net price field, it is saying write to. After write, it is expecting to, right? So that means it is saying you display it in another field. That's what it is saying. So you try to double click. So it is saying this is right, right? So it is basically expecting like this. It is asking us to write this to another field. It is expecting like this. What is the length of this field? Let us check the length of this field. NETPR. NETPR length is okay. It is URR 11. This is 11 and decimal places is 2. That means total 13 characters long, right? So what you can do, you can, in order to avoid that, you can define one field here. You can define one field here. You can define one field. You can define it as um, this is currency field, right? So my CURR, my currency field, it is of this is of 13 characters long, and its type C for character, right? So basically it is expecting us to write another field. So we will write that field to this my CURR equal to, and then we will again use the write statement. Or you can use this outside itself. ఇక్కడే పెట్టేసుకొని ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ ఇంతకు ముందు ఎంత ఉంది 85 ఏదో ఉంది 85 అండ్ దెన్ మై CURR ఫీల్డ్ ని డిస్ప్లే చేయటం అంతే, రైట్? సో క్లియర్ వర్క్ ఏరియా అండ్ ఆల్సో క్లియర్ దట్ ఫీల్డ్ ఆల్సో. by CURR, right? Now we have activated the program, and now again do the extended program check. ఇప్పుడు ఆ ఎర్రర్ పోయింది చూసారా? ఇంతకుముందు ఆ ఎర్రర్ వచ్చింది మనకి, ఇప్పుడు అది పోయింది, రైట్? సో ఎర్రర్స్ అనేవి ఉండకూడదు. మనము ఒక ప్రోగ్రామ్ ని ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేసినప్పుడు, ఎక్స్టెండెడ్ చెక్ చేసినప్పుడు ఎర్రర్స్ మాత్రం ఉండకూడదు. వార్నింగ్స్ ఫైన్, మెసేజెస్ ఫైన్. వార్నింగ్ కూడా ఏంటో చూద్దాం. ఇదేంటి? ప్రాగ్మా మస్ట్ నాట్ బి ఎట్ దిస్ పొజిషన్. ఓకే, ఇది ఇక్కడ అనవసరం అంటున్నారు. ఓకే, ఇది అవసరం లేదు ఇక్కడ అంటున్నారు. ఇప్పుడు ఆ వార్నింగ్ కూడా పోతుంది. సో మీకు అర్థమవుతుందా నేనేం చేస్తున్నాను? అగైన్ బ్యాక్ మళ్ళీ ఇప్పుడు రన్ చెక్స్ చేసామనుకోండి, ఇక్కడ చూడండి ఎర్రర్స్ ఏం లేవు, వార్నింగ్స్ ఏం లేవు, సమ్ మెసేజెస్ మాత్రం 2 ఉన్నాయి. సో మెసేజెస్ అండ్ వార్నింగ్స్ యాక్చువల్ గా ఎర్రర్స్ ఒకటి లేకుండా చూసుకోవాలి ఇక్కడ మనకి రెడ్ కలర్ లో, అది ఇంపార్టెంట్. వార్నింగ్స్ ఓకే, మెసేజెస్ కూడా ఓకే, ప్రాబ్లం లేదు, రైట్? ఇది మాత్రం మనము యూజ్ చేస్తాము ఎప్పుడైనా మనము వర్క్ చేసేటప్పుడు. ఒక అబాప్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ రాసాము అంటే ఈ ఎక్స్టెండెడ్ చెక్స్ అనేది మనం చేయాలి. చేసి వీ హ్యావ్ టు మేక్ ష్యూర్ దాట్ దేర్ ఆర్ నో ఎర్రర్స్ హియర్, రైట్? అంటే ఇది ఎక్స్టెండెడ్ చెక్స్ అంటే ఏంటంటే ఇది స్టాండర్డైజేషన్ ఆఫ్ కోడ్. అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఇంతకు ముందు మన కోడ్ స్టాండర్డ్ గా లేదు, అందుకే ఒక ఎర్రర్ ఉంది. ఇప్పుడు ఆ ఎర్రర్ క్లియర్ చేసాం కాబట్టి నౌ వాట్ ఎవర్ అవర్ అబాప్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ వీ కెన్ సే దట్ దిస్ ఈజ్ ఎ స్టాండర్డ్ కోడ్, రైట్? సో ఇది మాత్రం ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఇది ప్రతి ప్రోగ్రామ్ తర్వాత ఈ ఎక్స్టెండెడ్ చెక్స్ అనేది చేయాలి, అది చూపిస్తుంది. సో అది సజెస్ట్ చేసినట్టుగా మనం చేంజెస్ చేయాలి, రైట్? సో యా, ఇవాళ క్లాస్ లో ఇవాళ టాపిక్స్ డిస్కస్ చేసిన టాపిక్స్ లో ఏమన్నా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయా?
మ్యామ్ ఇది మనం అంటే ఎవ్రీ ప్రోగ్రామ్ మనం చేశాక ఇవి చేసుకుంటాం బెస్ట్ అన్న.
ప్రోగ్రామ్ రాసిన తర్వాత ఈ ఎక్స్టెండెడ్ చెక్ అనేది చేయాలి.
ఓకే,
మనం ప్రోగ్రామ్ అంతా రాసేసి అంత వర్కింగ్ ఫైన్, అంత వర్క్ రిజల్ట్ బాగానే వస్తుంది, ప్రోగ్రామ్ బాగానే రన్ అవుతుంది, అవుట్పుట్ కూడా కరెక్ట్ గానే వస్తుంది అనుకున్న తర్వాత ఈ ఎక్స్టెండెడ్ చెక్ అనేది చేయాలి. డిస్ప్లే ద ప్రోగ్రామ్ చెక్ అండ్ ఎక్స్టెండెడ్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ చెక్, ఇది చేయాలి, రైట్? సో దిస్ ఈస్ రియల్లీ ఇంపార్టెంట్, ఇది చేస్తాం.
ఓకే.
ఓకే. సో యా ఇంకే ఎలా జరుగుతుంది మీ ప్రాక్టీస్?
ప్రాక్టీస్ చెయ్యాలి అంటే లాస్ట్ 4 క్లాసెస్ కి కొంచెం ఫంక్షన్స్ ఇవన్నీ ఉండడం వల్ల కొంచెం బిజీ అయింది
ఓకే. ఓకే. సో
ఈ రోజు నుంచి
యా ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి బాగా, అది ఇంపార్టెంట్.